to my channel. So on today's part of how to blend images to the background, I'm going to show you a more complex way of blending images to the background. Okay, it's not really complex. I meant how to blend complex images to their background. So I'm going to be using this flyer on the screen to show you that. So I made this by blending two different images to form this one background. Right, so I'm going to show you just that. Do well to subscribe if you've not. So I'm just going to clear this up. So that we can begin. Alright, so that's it. First of all, I'm going to select a blue background. So one thing you should know about blending images to background is color of your design. If you want your design to have a red color or yellow color, you start with the background, you give the background the color of the design you want. If you want a white color, you leave your background as white. So this design today is a blue one, so I'm just going to give this background a blue color. But before that, because I got the color from the image, I'm just going to import the image first of all from my gallery. So this is the image I used for this design. If you look at this image, it's already a worked on kind of image, because you have a door opening up there and you have people down there. So this is a very good illustration of blending of images to blending of two or more images together. So but I'm not going to use all of this. I just need this congregation here down there, right, like so. All right, so I'm going to enlarge this to fill the space. All right, so like I was saying, I took my background color from this image, so that's why I had to import it. So click on the plus sign, go and pick the color from here. So I'm just going to pick the color here, the dark part. Okay, so I was saying something about colors. Since we are working with blue, my background has to be blue for this image to be properly blended in. Assuming I was working with red, everything will have to be in red for them to properly blend in. So what I'm trying to say is, assuming this was white, okay, and I want to work with a white background and my image is blue, it will not blend in properly because the colors are different. So assuming I want to work with white, what I will do is to go and desaturate this image to make it a little bit white, so that to blend with the white. That's assuming I'm working with a white background. So we go to color filters. This is not what we really want to do today, but it's part of it. When you go to color filters, you desaturate this, then increase the brightness, because we are working with white. You see, somehow it's coming through, it's rhyming with the background. So but that won't be all. If you look at it, you're still seeing the edges of this image here, which is not looking nice. So what you do is go to eraser, increase the blur radius, increase the size of your eraser, increase the handle, okay, just a little bit. Then we're going to just clean up these edges. Remember, we cropped this here, so this is where we clean up. So making it blurry will help you to achieve this. If you still left it to be sharp, it won't give you what you need. So you see, just a little more of cleaning and we'll get rid of those sharp edges. So let's clean it again, increase the blurriness, increase the size a bit, then we'll go in here and clean this off. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So here we have it. So this is looking much better than when we started. All right, Okay, that's basically how to blend images to your background. Make sure the image you want to blend to your background has the same color as your background. So make sure the image you're blending with your background has the same color. If this were a red background, I'll make this image red and blend it in. So I did this so that you won't think it's because my image is blue that's why I'm using a blue background. No, that's not why. So the background can be any color, your image can be any color, and you can still achieve what you want to achieve. So I'm trying to reset all of this to where we started. So just make sure you have the same color with the background for your image. You can achieve this using your color filters. If the background is green, you come to your color filters and look for a green color. I think I saw a green here. So here, green. If the background is any color, just come to your color filters. That's why color filters in Pixellab is a blessing to Pixellab users. So this is what you can do. So I'm trying to get this back to where it was before. So you won't say it's because my image is blue, that's why I'm using a blue background. No, any color of the background that I want to use, I can actually do that. Okay, so guys, so back to the background. My image is blue, so I picked the blue color, so that is fitting in. So I used another image. I'll go to my gallery and get that. So this is the second image I used. I'm just going to crop this. Usually I crop it to 16:9 because I'm not going to use all the parts of the image. Okay, so this image now is not blue in color. I'm just going to stretch this way. Remember, when you're stretching your image, you don't do it this way. You distort the image. You see, it's being distorted. So I'm going to undo this. You stretch from this big circle by the side. Stretch it. That's fine. So this image is not blue in color and it cannot blend to this background. Let me show you. Even if you reduce the opacity, you see it's still not looking nice. So you have to go to your color filters and change the hue to blue. So this was where I achieved the blue. It's not so blue, so I can increase the saturation, reduce the brightness. So it's not a rule, it depends on your image. If the image is bright enough, you don't need to if the image is okay, you don't need to work on the brightness again. It's not a rule. Right, so this is it. I'm going to reduce the opacity of this. So because it's a background, it doesn't need to disturb your write-offs. You don't need to make it to be that visible. Just reduce it till it's okay. So let me lock this image. So this is coming up. So you see the edges here is showing. So we go to eraser to erase that. Increase the blur radius. Increase the size. Increase the handle. Remember we cropped this, so we're going to go up to clean this. So let's see what we've done. So this is what we have. You can further increase the size of this, then place it in the middle. So guys, here is our background, but this is still looking very pronounced. So let me reduce the opacity. This is okay. Alright, so if you were not told, you think that this was a preformed background. That is how the image came. But because you're watching this tutorial, you know how I created this. Alright, so this is properly blended, no sharp edges, and everything is well fitted. So guys, these are the things to take note. Make sure you turn your image, tune it to have the same color as your background. Use the eraser to erase the sharp edges after setting the eraser to in a way that it will be blur, right? So then you reduce the opacity of your image because it's a background. It's not supposed to interfere with your write-ups. So this is another way I blend my backgrounds for my flyer design. So the next thing I'll do will be to bring in my text. Go to my text and bring in a text. Join us. Then I used this font, this brown fox. So I'm just going to give it a color. So I use this yellow color here in Pixellab. Give me this yellow color. So I'll reduce the size a bit. Then make sure it's in the middle. So there was something I did. I brought in, let me go to my gallery and bring in a PNG image. So I brought in this from my gallery. I want to use it to cover this side, this part. Even though it's properly blended, I just want to give this a better covering. So I'll go to my color filters and make it blue. Right, so that's blue. And I'll reduce the brightness because it's too bright. Then I'll reduce the saturation. So I'll just adjust this and place it in the middle of all of this. So go to my layer, stick to the back. I don't know why this is difficult now. Okay. So that's fine. Hope I locked that up. Yeah, okay. So I'll bring in more text. So I'll go to change the font. So I used Olivier Stylus for this. Here, the black font. So I'm just going to place this in the middle. Give this a shadow. So once you have any blue background, always give it the color of the background. If this background was red, I would have chosen a dark red background, but because it's blue, I'm going to use a dark blue for a shadow. So just make it dark. Then I'm going to offset this very well. To 20. Then I'll reduce the opacity. So let me check the size of this and increase it a bit. Then I'll place this in the middle. So I'll just make a copy of this and edit it. Make sure they are in the middle. Alright guys, so the next thing I did was to go to my sticker to get a lens plate that we have here in this Pixellab. This one, I placed it here. So the next text will be their social media handles. So this one is just a top up to the tutorial. Then I'll give it a font. I used the light version of this Sans. So I'll just reduce the size. So if you notice, the background is not letting the right pop up. So what I do in some of these cases is to give this a shadow, increase the blurriness. I'll give it this color of this background, enable the outer glow. So if you watch, the right top is out now. So I'll just put the social media icons, Facebook and Instagram. So I'm using the social media fonts, so that's why I'm putting their symbols. But you can import your icons from your gallery. I have the font, so I'm just going to use the social media font. So I'll reduce the size. So I'm also going to give them the shadow. The same thing I did to the text. So guys, this is it. Let me make sure that in the middle. Select the two of them, put them in the middle. So this is basically that. Our flyer is done. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please share this tutorial with others and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.